Good afternoon, guys. These are your notes for 18.3. It's special products of binomials. So yesterday you learned how to FOIL. Today you can do this with FOIL, but it's kind of a shortcut. We have two shortcuts. The first one is called a perfect square trinomial. So it's where it would be when you have a square or a plus b squared. It always ends up square a, so a squared, plus 2ab, so the product of a times b and 2, and then b squared. It also works with a minus b squared, except for instead of plus 2ab, you have minus 2ab. Okay, and the second one is called the difference of squares. That's when you have a plus b times a minus b. Okay, and your product is always a squared minus b squared. Okay, so the first three say to state whether the products will form a difference of squares or a perfect square trinomial. So on number 1, I have x plus 10 times x minus 10. This is the difference of squares. Okay, when I have y plus 6 times y plus 6, I know it's not written with the square, but this is a perfect square trinomial. And then z minus 3 times z minus 3, again, it could be written using the square on the outside, so this is again a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so recognizing them is, part of figuring it out. So on number 4, I have x minus 8 squared. So this is going to be a perfect square trinomial. So this is your a term, and that is the b term. So it's literally a squared, so x squared. And because this is minus, it's going to be minus. And then it's 2 times a times b. So 2 times a is 2x, times b would be 16x, because b is 8. So it's minus 16x, and then it's plus b squared, so plus 64, because 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, number 5 is x plus 2 squared, so again, it's going to be a perfect square trinomial. X is our a term, 2 is our b term. So we have x squared, and then because it's addition, it's plus 2 times the a term is 2x, times the b term is 4x, and then plus b squared, so 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. On number 8, I have 7x minus 5, so again, perfect square trinomial. So a squared, I can put the a and b up here for you again. A squared would be 49x squared. Because it's subtraction, it'll be minus 2 times a is 14x, times 5 is 70x, and then plus b squared is 25. Okay, and if you FOILed it out, you would get the same exact thing. Okay, this x plus 8 times x minus 8, so this is the difference of squares, so it's a squared minus b squared. So a squared would be x squared minus b squared is 64. Number 8 is the same thing. A term, b term. So a squared is 100, not plus, right, minus b squared is x squared. Okay, and then the last one, put the a and the b up there again, and again, it's difference of squares because we have addition and subtraction. So our a squared term would be 25x squared minus our b squared term would be 4y. squared. Okay, I have one more example for you. It's from page 681. It's your turn, number 13. And it says a square patio has a side length of x minus 3 feet. It's surrounded by a flower garden with uniform width. The side length of the entire area, including the patio and the flower garden, is x plus 3 feet. Write an expression for the area of the flower garden. So you drew it out. So we have the patio and then the flower garden around it. One's x minus 3, the other's x plus 3. And we want the area of them. So it's x plus 3 squared minus x minus 3 squared. So these are perfect square trinomials. So the first one, x plus 3 squared, would give you x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus x squared minus 6x plus 9. And then we have subtraction, so I'm going to distribute the negative. So when I write it all out, I have x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus x squared plus 6x minus 9. So when I cancel, the two things that cancel, I end up with 12x square feet. Okay. Your homework for this lesson is 18.3, page 681 to 682. You're going to do problems 2 through 20 even. Have a good day.